Life is a winding road.
Welcome to the restorative movement session. My name is Veronica. For those of you that this is the first time that you're watching this video, please go to our website, Trauma Therapy Solutions, and watch the introduction of this session of the restorative movement. So there you'll see what is the material that we're needing and what are you basically going to be doing in this session, like a nice overview and some warning advices. For today's class, this is a low intensity session. You're going to be needing a strap, a very long strap. You can also use a belt or a scarf, a tie. A tie will work very well. And we're going to be needing 2 blocks. So in case you don't have 2 yoga blocks, you can also use 2 thick books like this, or 2 towels, like a full body towel. We can fold those towels as we need. But if you have 2 yoga blocks, then it's perfect. I always have a pillow and a blanket close by. If you have sore knees, that's going to be maybe part of your daily material all the time. So we're going to start sitting in the floor. Just check if the floor is a nice, a good place to be, to sit, to relax for an initial concentration or meditation. If this is too hard to be, too uncomfortable, then grab a chair and you can sit on a chair. You can sit maybe on a couch, but make sure that where you are is a firm, steady sit. So we do want to feel the steadiness of the chair or the floor. So now you're going to press a little bit your hands on your knees and feel that the spine is able to lengthen more, to grow. If you are on the floor, just give yourself a little scan and check how is this sitting position feeling like. If it's hard for you to breathe, then it's not a good sign. So start long, deep breaths, and slow exhalations. Give yourself another try, long, deep breath in, and another exhalation. So in the next trial, you're going to grab one of your blocks. When I say block, and if you don't have neither a book nor the yoga block, then fold a towel. I'll show you. So, or a blanket. It has to be firm, nothing too puffy. Something like this. And if you need to put 2 towels or one pillow over the other, like this, it's going to do the work of the block. Now you're going to sit over the block flat in its low heightness. And just feel again your body sitting in this position in just a normal seat. And again, breathe and just check if it's a little bit easier to breathe if you're seated over a block, over a towel. If it's easier for you, then stay there, and then you'll know that you're going to be needing a block to sit down. or not. Depends on how it feels best, the breath. So again, long, deep breath in. And relax your shoulders down. Long, deep breath in. One more time. And relax your shoulders down. To start this practice, we're going to place our hands over the heart. So this can be a good gesture, one hand over the other. Another gesture can be the prayer gesture. So in case it feels fine for you to connect with this palm with palm pose, with this whole feeling in your body, then go ahead and whatever it feels, whatever it's necessary for your body to feel, to think, to do in this position, go ahead. Sometimes this is a pose where we can feel gratitude or where we can feel that we want to pray or say something to ourselves, to the environment. Sometimes this is a pose where we feel that we want to greet, to welcome our body, ourself. So go ahead and just do what is your body asking in terms of what is there to be felt, to be heard, to be expressed. So long, deep breath in. Long deep breath out, long exhalation. We're going to place an intention for this practice. Maybe you just want to feel more relaxed. You want to stretch. You want to soften a part of your body. Or maybe it's more an emotional piece that you want to achieve, to connect with. So go ahead and let's be in a little silence for you to connect with that intention. With your next inhalation, we're going to open our hands, our arms wide to the side. Open our heart, like stretch the chest to the degree that feels fine and safe for you. Maybe you want to bend your elbows or not. Maybe you want to raise your head. Inhale here and exhale, relax. Okay. So the first thing, we're going to grab our blanket or towel. Place your block aside. And we're going to roll it. We just call this the roll. So it's more or less something like this. And you want to start rolling the towel in a way that you can really press it and make a very tight roll. Very, very tight. This is something very common in the gyms to have these rolls. And we're going to place the roll like this along your mat. Just leave a space for your head because your head is going to be in here. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to lay on this roll, looking for the head to be on the floor. So if you need to put the hip over the roll, go ahead and do that. And make sure your head is on the floor. So your knees are bent, your soles are on the ground. Please Your feet are hip width apart, so you have more balance. Now your hands are over your ribs and elbows on the floor. So this is, as I said, a gentle, a low intensity practice. We are working through relaxation. We stretch the body and sometimes strengthen the muscles, but in a relaxation platform, let's say that. So we need to build that very relaxed and restful stage and environment in the body. And once we're there, we can work with the joints and with stretchness and other things. So, what you want to feel now is that you can let go the weight of your body over that roll. It's a bit puffy, a bit soft. It's not the super hard roll that we find in some gyms. Feel the sacrum, the spine on the roll and how it presses down as you inhale. You can feel more weight over that spine as you exhale. Now we're going to move our spine in a way that we can place the shoulder blades on the floor. So look for shoulder blades on the floor. Stay on that same perspective or side. Stay there, having your head on the floor, the soles on the ground, and the knees bent, pointing up. Again, your hands on your ribs. And just feel how the upper part of the roll is pressing in between your shoulder blades. You can feel a stretch on the other side of your body. That's the chest. Inhale deeply here. Exhale softly. Lift your head up, please. And with your elbows, now move down. And we want to have now the sacrum on the floor, the hip, the glutes on the floor, and now the head is over the roll. So make sure that you slide fully or enough that your head is over the roll. And again, we're going to rest there. Hands on the ribs, the same position on your legs. You're feeling the roll on the spine, this fully body experience. Now the bottom edge of the roll is pressing the lower back or around that area, and the stretch is happening more on the belly. If it's feeling safe for you to separate completely your knees and press your soles together, go ahead and do so. And feel the weight of your legs stretching your groins. Really press your soles together. Look for opposite toes. Every toe has its partner in front. Just if it's feeling safe here. If you feel that the distress is starting to go higher, then change your mind and say no to that pose and come back to pointing the knees up. And then that's feeling better. A message in the whole body is being received. Maybe you can stay here breathing better. So the breath is actually our cue. If we can breathe deeper, long, deep breath in, feel the ribs expanding as you inhale. Long, deep breath out. And feel the ribs contracting as you exhale. So keep breathing, feeling your ribs with your hands, and very important here that your soles are connected to the floor, which your feet are one of the most important spots, even either to the floor or to opposite soles. Your feet, the soles of your feet, are such an important part of your body to ground. It's the part that receives the electrical mm, energy or the electrical magnetism that, let's say, that nurtures completely the body and puts the body in balance back again. So not wearing socks is also very important. Turn over, turn to one of your side, face the screen. I'm using another microphone here because my mic turned off, so you'll see that um, my voice is not perfectly matched to the video. So we're pressing the shoulder here down and up. Keep facing the screen. So I'm gonna call the shoulder and that I'm pressing down the lower shoulder. And the upper shoulder, the upper arms just placed on the hip. And you keep pressing. So the other option is to reach with the upper hand the sky as you keep pressing and letting the shoulder, the opposite shoulder, go to the ear and away from the ear. And then again to the ear and then far from the ear. So we're engaging there, stay there. We're going to stay pressing the shoulder away from the ear for a couple more breaths as you either reach with the opposite hand or not on your hip. And now we're going to just work on this balance posture, having the middle fingertips together. One elbow is pointing up and the other is pressing and pressing the ground. So we're going to realize how's this balance feeling in the body, and then we're going to lift both feet just again to explore our balance, our stability, to sharp our senses and feel that we are more present. So you can do that with your feet or not. Maybe you want to leave your feet down on the ground, but let's challenge the body and have the arms this way. Keep breathing in fully and slowly, and keep breathing out completely and with rhythm. So, um, release yourself from that posture and let's just switch to the other side. Keep facing the screen. Place your elbow and palm of your hand down. Have your elbow as best as you can underneath the shoulder. The upper arm is over the hip, and start pressing the shoulder down and then up. Down and then close to the ear and away to the ear again and again. Feel the engagement of that shoulder. Now just spread your toes wide open. Keep engaging that area. And again, feel if you're able to access into the option 2 of this pose, which is just reaching with the upper arm the sky for 3 more and 2 more. Do not dangle the head. Keep holding the head. One more. As you inhale, reach up, and we're going to stay here for a couple of breaths. Long, deep breath in. Long, deep breath out. And reach as you inhale. Exhale. Really inflate your lungs. And again, you can stay with your hand down or middle fingers together. So elbows here are doing a lot of work. And again, we're going to do that challenge of lifting the soles, the feet up. Or this time, we're going to explore if lifting the knees is something that feels more interesting, or maybe both knees and feet. So hips and elbows underground, on the ground only, or knees. So you have here different options to have fun with your own posture, your own body gesture. Remember, as long as you're able to breathe, maybe this is uncomfortable, but what we don't want is this to be this stressful. As long as only uncomfortable, then stay here and let's keep working with movement, with the breath. It's not easy. I don't want to say this is an easy thing. It is a challenging thing. So it's good for you to feel some effort going on, as long as you don't feel the heart rate raising or difficult in breathing. Okay, so let's just sit down. Have the soles of your feet together. Let's just work again in this type of groundingness. I'm going to be reminding you a lot how important it is to have the soles of your feet barefoot, that we can touch access to the feet in different ways. So, this is a posture. What is super important here is that you can feel the coccyx rotating backwards, your glutes rotating backwards, the lower back, the sacrum, everything rotates to the back and up, very slightly up. So the crown of your head is leaning and reaching forward. So in here, if leaning forward with your torso it's difficult, you're going to move maybe your heels farther from the hips or closer. This is an interesting measure that you want to have. Maybe farther from the hips better. Maybe closer to the hip is better. So again, the glutes, the hamstrings are rotating backwards and upwards, as I am showing here. So the torso leans forward, the crown reaches forward. Keep breathing in and out. And maybe you want to have a support, and that's going to make things easier. So again, you're going to have your blanket. Grab your blanket, fold it this way, like a pillow. Also, you can also have a pillow over your feet. You can also have pillow and blanket, or blanket plus a book or a block. And then you can put your forearms. That's going to give you stability. So another thing is just to straighten your arms. Use only your hands instead of your elbows. And the actions are the same. Torso leaning forward, hips, the whole structure, plus glutes rotating backwards. So this is the different options that you want to have for us to open the hip structure, to relax the hip structure, that we really need to work. Have your crown head forward and up. Relax your shoulders. Breathe in as you let go the pause. And breathe out as you feel the relaxation of the posture happening in the body, and very slowly release yourself from that pose. Now you're gonna grab the blanket. You can feel the stretch again on your hip. It changes the whole stage of your body. Grab your blanket and fold it this way, and also grab your strap. So you want to have your blanket very comfortable for you. If you feel that you want to put a block or a book instead of the blanket or on top of the blanket, you can do so. Two books, two blocks also work very well. Not this way, but both books have to be in the lowest height. Now you're going to place your sacrum, remember, is that flat bone under your lower back over your glutes. And that flat bone, you place it right on top of your supports, books, blocks, or blankets. Whatever you have at home, it works. Now you're going to place your shoulder blades. Grab your strap, you have it handy, and just remember that nothing in your hair has to feel uncomfortable or gives you distractions. Bend your knees and have again the soles of your feet, very important, barefoot on the ground. Spread your feet, your toes wide open. So your feet here are hip width apart, and now you're going to lift your right knee. We're going to start with the right knee and interlace your fingers over the knee, right knee up, and we're going to bring that right knee close to your ribs, as close as possible. If you cannot reach for that knee, put the strap on the knee and bring the knee closer to your right rib cage. Start feeling the stretch on the lower back, the glute, the hamstring. The other leg, the left leg, is giving you lots of stability, so have it very firmly on the floor. Now engage that right foot. Spread those toes away. Move your toes if it's possible. Keep bringing that right knee closer to your right rib cage, to your chest. Keep breathing deeply in and deeply out. Now you're going to grab your strap and place your strap on the right ball, the ball of that foot. Grab straps from each sides with each hand. And you can bend your knee as much as you need, as I am showing in the screen, or you can start straightening the knee so you have all that range of straightness. What do you want here? What do you really want to be kind of moving towards is into straightening the knee, into stretching the hamstrings. So even the knee, it looks bent, you want to keep straightening. You want to keep feeling that you're straightening the knee so you feel the stretch all along the leg. So you're grabbing the strap with either hands. I'm showing here where the stretch is going to feel like, or where the stretch is going to happen. So you don't want to be pulling the leg towards your head, but mostly with your heel, with the right heel, you're reaching the sky. So your focus, your attention on the heel, and you're reaching to the sky. Now we're going to start pulsing that right leg a little bit to the chest. But again, if that's not feeling right, keep only feeling that the right heel is reaching up. Now, the other leg, the left leg, you're going to start straightening the leg down to the floor. Feel that difference in the whole body, how you change the balance area. And keep breathing as you straighten and drawing the heel up. Keep exhaling as you press the opposite leg, down to the floor. And so you have very well holded your leg with the straps. And now straight as much as possible. As long as you don't feel pain or injury, keep straighten to the greatest degree that you can access on your leg. Long deep breath in, keep straightening, keep deep breath out, keep pressing the left leg down. Now we're going to start pulsing and bring that leg to your face for a little bit, towards your face for 5, for 4, for 3, 2, inhale and exhale very slowly. The left leg, bend the knee again, the sole down, put the strap down, bend your right knee, interlace the fingers, grab the knee, and both feet down to the earth as well. So we're kind of reversing the whole way that we build the posture, but we're just reversing the sequence. Now straight both legs. Feel that the blocks, your supports are very well under the sacrum, straight both legs. And if it's possible for you, point the inner arches of both feet. Inner arches of both feet, just point them forward. Point them away from the hip, like you're stretching your whole body. And exhale, bend the knees again, soles down on the floor, and let's switch sides. Left knee up, interlace your fingers, grab that knee and bring it to the ribs as you know what you're doing, as you can remember what you did on the right side, and you want to bring that memory of your muscle to work with this left side. Again, spread your toes wide open as you really breathe in deeply, deeply. As you exhale, breathe out, slowly engaging the toes, moving the feet, and bringing that left knee closer and closer to your ribs. Relax the face, your muscles of your face. Relax your shoulders. Relax the root of your tongue and your jaw, the forehead as well, as you keep bringing the knee closer to the rib cage, to the left rib cage. Keep pressing the right foot down on the floor to gain stability. Long deep breath in and long deep breath out. Now grab your strap and place it on the ball of that left foot. Remember, you're bringing that memory that you printed on the right side. It's more like your body's telling you what to do, not thinking about that too much, but let your body guide you because you know what to do. Exactly. So you're straightening the knee, grabbing the strap with either hands. And remember, where are you focusing your attention here? Remember, you're focusing on the left heel, relaxing the shoulders, and allowing your left leg, especially the glute, the left hamstrings, the left calf, allowing that back part of your left leg to stretch. So, this is going to take some time, and that's why you're breathing in fully, breathing out slowly, and as you exhale, you can relax more and more that leg. So you're really kind of pressing the ball, and the toes are pointing towards your belly, so you can project your left heel to the ceiling. And that is going to help your leg to stretch even more. So we want this stretchness to be intense and deep because we want to have extra space in between your tissues, in between your joints, all around your nerves. So the stretch is that you are kind of pulling your body into opposite directions, so we can introduce a space and more room in between all that area, in between tissues, in between connective tissues, in between joints, tendons, etc. And that's going to be very healthy for your nerves. So, again, you can bend your knee, but close your eyes and slowly stretch and stretch, straightening the knee. Now, with the right leg, let's straighten it to the floor. Press the right leg to the floor. Feel the difference on the posture. Feel the challenge that the books or blocks are giving you underneath your hip. So make sure the right pinky toe is pointing up the ceiling. So relax yourself with the exhalation and stretch even longer. You feel like your leg, your left leg, is longer than before. You can feel that lots of emotions, that inner movements are flowing around your hip. Again, this is because we are bringing lots of space, and then things can move, and that's very healthy. Now, let's reverse the way we build the posture. Bend the right knee, release the strap, bend the left knee, interlace your fingers over it. A little stretch towards your ribs and back again, both legs. Straighten on the floor and stretch your body. Focus yourself, your attention on the inner arches of your feet and send them away from your hip. Long, deep breath in as you do this. Now interlace your fingers and draw your hands away from your head, away and above the crown of your head. As you inhale, you feel your whole body to be longer and taller and longer and wider and greater. With your exhalation, feel the hip grounding, connected on those books. You can feel the ribs opened and you can breathe even better and deeper, which is something that we're going to be working a lot in this sessions. We want our rib cage to feel wider. So keep breathing. Now we are going to just bend your elbows in this kind of cactus shape. Your palms are facing up, knees are bent facing the ceiling again. Soles connected and just allowing the chest, the ribs, the shoulders to be wide open and relaxed, connected to the floor. Your belly is soft. Now we're going to lift the hip and grab your blocks, blanket, or book that is under the hip and just place it away. Place it beside and just place your hip back again on the floor. Long, deep breath in. Lift both feet so you can draw both knees towards your chest and move yourself from side to side, especially the legs from side to side. And this is giving you a very nice massage on the lower back, especially. Grab your knees with your hands and again bring your knees towards your chest. Feel those spots that you're pressing with your back, the floor. Now just let the legs fall to the side and flip yourself over facing down. Your strap also to the side, nothing is distracting you. And grab either your chair, maybe if you have a couch, a bed, you can do this. So this is the child pose in case you feel that there is some pressure on the knees and um, you don't want to put that much pressure. Just place a blanket on the hip as so and relax the forehead down on the chair maybe, or maybe on the floor, which is the idea of this posture. If you're on a chair, you can sit down on a chair and you can place the elbows over your thighs. Grab the head as I just did, and then again relax. What we want is to have our head supported either by a piece of furniture, a couch, or a bed, or by your hands. And in this case, I am grabbing a block or a book and I'm placing the forehead. So I really want to have my head supported. So this is another grounding exercise as we've been doing and getting to know what grounding means in these sessions. We're grounding with the feet. This time we're grounding with the head. So breathe deeply here, inhaling. Breathe softly out, exhaling. Relax the forehead down over the book, over the block, over your hands. Again, inhale. There is no rush. You have all the time in the world here to relax the head down. What sensation can you get from just placing the head down and just surrender the brain down? With the help of your exhalations, you can actually feel the brain, the scalp, the forehead pretty heavy. it's not in charge anymore, but you can actually hear and feel your whole body beating and breathing and expressing motions, inner motions, inner movements. Your body is a place where you can be. Your body is a container where you can access to get restoration and relaxation. You can also feel peace. You can breathe deeply and you can enjoy each inhalation and each exhalation as you keep feeling that you can let go. So, very slowly, come back up. We're going to start wrapping up this session. So, again, you can either sit yourself on the chair over a block. Remember to grab a blanket, to have your feet at all times warm. I really encourage you not to use socks, but to just grab a blanket and have your feet warm. Very important to look after our feet in every sessions that you join us here. Feel your spine tall, your shoulders relaxed, your arms over your lap. The muscles of your face relaxed. Maybe you can do a little scan, a little review, a check in with your body. What are the changes that you can perceive? What are the benefits that you can get out of this gentle practice? We come here to listen to our body, to give our body the space, the room to express, to talk to us. Now place one hand over the solar plexus between your ribs and the other hand over your chest. Feel your ribcage breathing. Feel the safety that is to be in this container. To embody the experience of life and to feel safetyness with each breath. See you next time, and thank you very much.